Hello, it's Lucio Lejo here, and today we have another successful story. Today we have Andrea. So, Andrea, she's a mom, and she used to work for this call center a couple of years ago, but she didn't like it. And she started to feel passionate about teaching, so she wanted to become a teacher, and she was looking for different options and requirements in order to become the best English teacher she can be. And she found out that she needs the Cambridge certificate in order to be a teacher. So she found our ad and she sent us a message. We started working together um, a couple of weeks ago. And in a very short period of time, she got amazing results in her latest mock test. In fact, in her last mock test, she got 30 correct answers out of 40 possible questions in her FCE mock test. And the good thing about this is that she hasn't finished the program, which is unbelievable. Hi, Andrea. How are you?
Hi, Lucio. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm elated and delighted to be here to share my experience.
Good. So, Andrea, how was your experience, or what do you do before you enroll in the program? What were you doing?
Okay. Well, as you were saying,
Mhm,
I got some jobs for a bilingual call center.
mhm,
In that moment, I thought that my English has to go to the next level.
mhm,
And that's the reason I started to look for some program
mhm,
to enroll, to develop my English, to improve
mhm.
my English. And I find you. And I find you after many options. You have to believe that I look for many options. I look for lots of information on internet because
Mhm.
there are a lot. But at the end, I took the decision to take the program with you. That for me is fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you for that. What made you decide to look for our help? I mean, what was that thing that motivated you to choose our option?
Okay. Well, as I said, I look for lots of
Mhm,
information
mhm,
to find a program that fits with the necessity that I had.
mhm,
What makes me choose
mhm,
your program is that I, s- I find that you have all the tools,
mhm,
that you have all the lots of strategies to
mhm.
make people to improve. And I really, really like the videos I saw and the
Good.
experience that the people shared
Mhm, mhm.
because they got the
Good.
results they were looking for. That's it. That was the one of the things that made me
Mhm.
took that decision to take the course, this program
Great.
with you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the trust. And now, next question. Why do you need the FC, the first certificate, the Cambridge certificate? Why do you need this?
Okay, well, as all the people, we were
Mm,
as all people have goals, and I have one of my goal is to become an English teacher. It's one of my dreams since I was a kid,
good.
and also to find better jobs, better opportunity jobs. One of them could be to become also an interpreter
Mhm.
because it's a very very nice job. When I wanted to study to become an English
Mhm.
teacher, one of the requirements was to have the FCE or any of those certification that are so
Mhm.
important for the people and for the institution, schools, or any kind of place you apply for the job. And
Good.
that's the reason I need this. But as a consequence, I'm sure I will have a better job, or maybe to create my own job. That also
Yes.
can be a possibility.
Good.
I'm making all my effort and trying to remember some grammar structures that to be honest, I have forgotten, but I'm making all my effort
Mhm.
to improve and to take my English to the next level.
Perfect. Yes, for the people who are watching this interview or listening to it, if you want to become an English teacher and if you want to work for a prestigious school or institute, you need the Cambridge certification. You need the minimum, the FCE. Why? Because it's a requirement. In fact, it's the only way to show your employer that you have a good command of the language. That's it. I mean, you can tell your boss that you finished your three levels, basic, intermediate, and advanced in your institute, but
Yeah,
that's
of
not
course.
enough.
And this
Mhm,
is the beginning for me because
mhm,
then I want to have the C1, the C2. So I
mhm.
want to really be the best in English.
That's
This is something
awesome.
that my hair wants.
That's
Yeah.
great. Yes, it becomes an addiction and a good one, right? I
Yeah.
mean, in the
A good
good,
one, yes.
yes,
The good way.
in a good way. Absolutely. So, Andrea, how was your experience with our program? We have worked together for approximately 12 weeks. So,
Yes.
how was your experience? How was your experience?
Well, my experience has been fantastic until now. I have to be honest, at the beginning, I felt afraid because my thoughts were, oh my God, maybe the people who is in that program is better than me or speak better than me, have more grammatical structures. We sometimes things like that,
Yes.
but when I get in that program, I find very nice people. I
Good.
find there are lots of people who are teacher,
Mhm,
and I have learned from them.
mhm.
They speak for me. They speak perfectly. But they are they are people who teach you, but also on the other hand, and the most important is the all the tools that you gave us, because in all the classes we have the opportunity to talk. I like to talk, and I had the opportunity. You gave us the
Mhm,
opportunity to talk, to practice, and be familiar with the exam. And
mhm.
that's so important to me because
Good.
now I know the parts of the
Mhm.
exam, the FC exam, and that's something uh, marvelous. That is
Good.
something very, very, very good for all the people who is in the program.
Yes, I mean, that's the idea, right? The idea is to get you familiar as much as possible with the format of the exam so there are no surprises by the time you take the exam, the real test. Share the
And
strategies and improve your English level as well, the grammar and
yes,
vocabulary.
and that's one of the reasons
Mhm.
that I also choose your program, because you need a guidance. I was
Yes.
trying to prove by myself, but I couldn't. And you need a guidance always.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Yes, I mean, um, there are of course some people, a few people who can get ready for these exams on their own, but I mean, uh, there are not many. I mean, because it requires a lot of discipline and it's more complex when it comes to productive skills like speaking and writing, because how do you know if you're improving your speaking and writing if you're training on your own? It's impossible, right? Because you don't get feedback. So you need
Yeah,
feedback. You need someone else who can tell you, hey, this is not good. You should do it this way. Or
for
here you
sure.
have some recommendations if you want to improve this section of the writing.
For
So you
sure.
need that. Mhm,
And all the stuff you have, you and the teacher
mhm.
Juan are really really help us a lot. For me, you have
Yes.
helped me a lot. I feel more
Thank you.
confident now, as you see.
Great. I love that. I mean, I love that. Okay, now, Andrea, what are your plans for the future?
Okay, I have many goals, but the closer one I
Mhm.
have is to become an English teacher, maybe to
Good.
create my own job. That
Good.
will be great. Also, I'm sure that many doors are open for me
Hmm.
because of this feeling I have. And that's it for now. To become an English teacher, to work
Mhm.
as an interpreter, or
Good,
maybe to go abroad. Why not?
good.
Why not?
Absolutely. I mean, once you get the certificate, you will have a wide variety of options, right?
Yeah.
So you could apply to work as a teacher in a prestigious institute or school. You could um, set up your own company, like your own academy online. You can, like bring students and teach them, train them for international exams too, or just teach them English. Or you could also travel abroad, work or study.
And one
So,
of the I would like to add that one of the most important
mhm,
things in anything we would like to do or to achieve is to believe in yourself. Definitely to believe in yourself and trust in your program. Of course, I totally trust
mhm.
that that's the combination of these things will make you achieve your goals.
You need to have faith. Of
Yeah,
course, you
of
need to have
course.
faith, believe in yourself, believe in the program, believe that it will help you get your goal, achieve your goal. So, yes. And just to finish this interview, Andrea, um, what would you recommend to those mothers, people out there who also want to become English teachers because they know they can be a good English teacher? What would you recommend to do to those people?
Okay, well, absolutely. If someone who is watching this interview is thinking about to improve your English, as we were talking, there are plenty of information on internet, but you have to choose the best. And for me,
Yep.
the best is your program, and I totally recommend this program. Uh, Nowadays, to be a mom, for me, it's a totally is a goal that I want to achieve. I'm sure I will, and totally, your program has helped me a lot.
Great.
You only have to take the decision. The decision, if you want to take your English to the next level, take this important decision in your life that I'm sure you will get any goal you want to achieve.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the kind words, Andrea. And yes, that's true. It's just a matter of making the right decisions at the right time. There is no perfect moment to make decisions like this. I mean, if you are a mom in your case and you want to get extra income, you want to help your family, you want to give your family a better quality of life,
Of
well,
course.
you can find in teaching one source of income. So you don't need to work in the typical jobs like 9 to 5. You only work for a few hours, you get the money, you spend most of the time with your
And the
family.
most yes, and the most important, you will work in something that you love. That for
Yes.
me, it's something precious. The
Hmm.
time, it's something that to work in something that you love is wow.
You're changing people's lives, right? You're changing people's lives.
Yeah,
You're
you impacting others' lives. Yeah.
absolutely okay. All right. Thank you very much, Andrea, for
No, thanks.
accepting to record this interview. I'm quite sure that this interview, like many others we did in the past, will inspire and motivate those mothers out there who also
Of
want to
course,
become
we
English
can.
teachers,
Yeah.
who also want to become English teachers and want to take their English to the next level, like you said before. Thank you very much. I really
Thanks.
appreciate it.
Thanks to you, Lucio.